Hi guys, apparently I'm streaming. I started streaming and then OBS wanted to do an update. So I don't know what it's doing now. Anyway, I thought it had stopped. I thought it didn't start streaming, so I guess I am streaming. I'm sorry. So I guess I'll just pretend it didn't update anything. Okay, so I am still trying to work on this Werewolves and Unicorns piece, and I am like so far behind. It's not even funny. I'm actually getting concerned that I'm not going to finish on time. So we'll see. Part of it is because I got this puppy, this crazy ass puppy, and she's finally, she's just a total menace. She's adorable and she's cute and fun, but she's a total menace. And I have not been able to work. Somebody's got to be with her at all times because she's completely not housebroken yet. Today is the first day that she, so far, hadn't had an accident in the house, but I have a feeling that I went up, she escaped downstairs for a couple minutes a few times, and I bet when I go down there later, I'm going to find an accident or two. So she goes outside when we take her, but she does not hold it, like, at all yet. So somebody's been having to sit with her, and then when she is up here, she literally is getting into everything I own and trying to destroy it. Papers, yarn, and you guys have seen pictures of my office, right? So I've got stuff on the floor, I've got stuff in boxes, I've got stuff everywhere. And she has found every little bit of trash that we haven't thrown away. She's found every single popsicle stick that my son has left hiding in cracks and crevices. She's just been a mess. And then, on top of it, I've got the regular stuff that's causing interruptions. So it was a bad coincidence of time to get the puppy right when I had the deadlines coming down. And I'm not a good enough person to manage all of that. So it's like having a baby in the house. It really is. Because you're always cleaning up. I can't even tell you how much pee and poop I've had to clean up. Yeah, because part of the problem is she came to us unhousebroken, which is fine. It's just it takes a lot of work. And anyway, so she finally laid down in her bed up here with me. And finally. So I'm going to work for a little bit. And I'm also not happy with, oh yeah, see, OBS wants to install now. Ready to install and relaunch. Crap. Well, it's just going to have to wait. I'm also not happy with this. The last couple panels are not how I wanted them to be. And I don't have time to fiddle. I just don't have time to fuss and fiddle. You guys know how I'm completely obsessed with perfectionism, and I'm just going to have to let it go, and I don't like that at all. I don't like it. I'm upset about it. It's making me ill. It's making me feel stressed out, and my stomach might start to get hurt, and I get really stressed out, and it might provoke an anxiety attack soon. Hopefully not. Oops. So I just have to leave it, and I'm not happy. I'll show you here. I'll show you the other panel. Let me go up here. So that's the other panel. This is the page. I've shown it on my other social media, but I really don't it's just, I don't have time I don't like the effects that I had going there, and I just can't. I don't have time to frick with it. anyway. It looks like he's getting splashed. Looks like the unicorn's getting splashed in water, and that's not what I wanted, but I'm not gonna. If I actually finish it, I might, if I'm actually able to finish on time and get it turned in, then I might have some time to change it a little bit, but as of right now, I don't have the time. So it had been a while since I streamed. Look at this. It doesn't even want to. I'm not going to be able to stream very long if I want to get some real work done on this, because. So I guess like these last two panels, I'm going more for like dramatic lighting that's not realistic and more for effect than I am for you know what I'm trying to say. Also, the other thing that's been a problem is I can't tell you how much time I waste on all these panels trying to, like, in my mind, everything I want to do has like amazing manga speed lines and like it just, and I'm not good at that yet, or if I ever will be. And I'm much better with a more painterly, I mean, this isn't like painted, but with a more like painterly approach, just because that's what I'm, you know, I've been illustrating for so long that, so if I take a more illustrative approach, then it's quicker. I don't know if it's better, but it's quicker. But I'm not getting what I envisioned, and I waste so much time trying the lines first on every freaking panel. I mean, that last panel I showed you that I finished, I spent the entire time I was watching Mayor Pete's announcement trying to do background lines on that. And I should have learned my lesson, because I've tried to do like background lines on everything in this comic and I haven't been able to do it. So I should have like known better. And I would have spent how many hours? I could have been done in like an hour and moved on to this one. And I could have been done with this page already this afternoon when my husband and my kid were awake to watch the dogs. But no. So those are the things so what have I learned from this project? Those are two of the things that I've learned. To stop trying to do the line work that I want to do because I'm incapable, and just get this thing finished. And that the project is not, while I'm not saying it sucks by any means, it is not how I wanted it to be, and I'm just going to have to live with that. And I don't know. I keep telling myself it's okay. You just, you know, the fact that you're actually completing this and getting it done and turning in and participating is the real prize. So if I was working in Photoshop right now, I would get all my crazy custom brushes and throw in some background with them, but I don't have custom brushes like that set up in here. So let's see. I have so many textures and brushes from years of working in Photoshop, and I don't have them over here yet. And I don't feel like digging into my external hard drive to load up the texture. I mean, I just don't. I don't know. I eventually want to never have to work in Photoshop again. But for right now, but you guys know my feelings on Photoshop. right, so I need to, so basically this is literally just, there's the line art, and all I did was I put a gradient and I just edited the mask on the gradient to get the highlights and shadows. Now I need to figure out how. So if I just throw on my textures that I've been using for every single panel, let's just start with that and see what it starts with. I might have to find some other stuff because this one isn't right. There are so many better textures that I have, and I just have been lazy in this whole project. I didn't want to hunt down textures, so I've just been making it work. I mean, like, if you throw something like that down, you can make it look like a floor, right? And then, let's see, put a mask on it and soften up the background here so it doesn't. Because I didn't know if I should. I don't want to necessarily just draw. I didn't want like the trees. I didn't want him laying in the trees. I just wanted it like, I just wanted light effects on here. And so, I don't know how this is going to work actually, but we'll see. I'll just keep playing around for a little bit. So let me go up to my multiple special rulers. Let's see. I don't want it curved. So I don't really need it as a radial line. I want it to be like the light is shining, like a spotlight, you know, like cheesy spotlights. So parallel line. Oopsie. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I want it to go like this. And then I want to take a crazy brush. Let's see if Daub has anything. So I don't know. I might have to. This probably is not the brush I want, but. Yeah, it is. I'll have to cut into this probably. Let's see. What was this? Tapered resist. Oh, hello. Sorry about that. Okay, this one for some reason kind of is cool, but it's like not. These pen and inks are having a hard time. It's probably because I'm streaming. I don't know. This is a good brush. Yeah, this is going to go slow. Inco, that was Inco. Tapered Raw, Tapered Resist. That's a 12-inch brush, 12-point brush. Let's drop this down. These Daub brushes are great, but they aren't playing well while I'm trying to do this on the camera. Okay, what about the Frendon? So again, I have to say that I kept making a mistake when I was complaining about the person who was working for Adobe now and is no longer offering his brushes support. It's not Frendon. If I kept saying Frendon, I apologize. It's Kyle Foster. Gotta keep making that disclaimer because I kept screwing that up. I know I did. Okay, this isn't working. Why is this not working? Yeah, it just doesn't like it just doesn't like it, you guys, because I'm streaming. But anyway, so I still have to like figure out how I am going to like I don't even know how the rest of the book's gonna I haven't even written the rest of the book. I mean, I know generally what's gonna happen, but I have to thumbnail. I got a lot to do tomorrow. Because this book is due, or this book, Jesus. The short pieces are due on the 17th. And it's now the 15th. Because it's now midnight here. So I have 2 days to do 2 pages. Oh! Well, 3 technically, I guess. If I turn it in at the very last minute on the 17th. So I gotta get my crap together is what I'm saying, people. I don't know if I can do it. My kid also got sick and he was home from school last week. That also did not help the situation. So where are my downloaded brushes? I have some good, fun brushes that I downloaded from Clip Studio people. So these brushes are, frozen. They're easier to use than the Daub ones. The Daub ones, like, I think they have a lot of processes to them because they mimic traditional media fairly well. So I think maybe there's more going on in the background, computing power that's needed, and so I think I should do some like hatching down here. Maybe. Now I'm trying to see if I drop the opacity of that down. If it would, I'm trying to pick up some of the texture of the background, except the background I don't have any there. Duh. All right, Karen. Dumbass. Dumbass, Karen. I'll have to put in another texture layer. Hold up. Textures are my friend. Because I can't draw, so I just throw textures on there instead. When in doubt, throw on a texture. All right, I need to zoom out. And find the edges of my box. I don't know what I'm doing here, people. Like, one thing that's like really easy in Photoshop is I could just like instantly invert this texture. I don't know where to do that here. Light. Because I want it inverted is what I want. Edit. So I probably first would have to rasterize it. Because it's not, it says it's coming in across, when you pull it in like that, it comes in as an object. So let's just see. I would need to rasterize it. Although this actually doesn't look bad like that. Kind of looks like it's raining on her. It's not really. I'm not trying to have it look like it's raining, and it is. Oh. But let me just try this. See. Now, if I go to tonal correction, I want to invert the colors. I don't know how to do that here. Colorize, hey, use hint image and colorize, use more advanced settings. What's under that? I don't want to do that. That's weird. New correction layer, reverse. I don't know. Ugh, my computer sounds like it's struggling. I better save this. Now, I think I'm going to have to get rid of that water splashy looking effect on the other one, but not right now. Because it looks like it's raining on this thing, and I don't want it to be that way. So I added a reverse gradient on it. That's bizarre. Okay, so I added a reverse gradient, and then I clipped it to this layer down here. But that doesn't, no, that doesn't help. I want to delete, I want this to be reversed. All right, so I hit divide. And it's still not picking that up. So that's not helping. Divide does not help. Divide does not help. Difference might help. But would I need to then clip it onto well, that's not working either. It's just not working. So sometimes when working with textures, a lot of it's trial and error, even over in Photoshop. Oh my God, hold on a second. What am I trying to do with this? So I have in my mind what I want, but I'm not sure if I can do this. Let's see. I need to put a mask. Have it on glow. So I want to take off Just trying to add more light on the unicorn. I've been really trying to emphasize how white the unicorns are. Not, these are traditional unicorns. Unicorns can be in any color, right? But I'm going for the whole pure looking unicorns in this one, so I've been trying to emphasize the white color. And the glowiness of them. I don't know if that's coming across, but and I know this unicorn isn't anatomically correct, which is kind of a bummer, but I mean, and I looked up so much reference for this too. It's not even funny. Oh, it's not even funny. Alright, so I'm going to have to add some black down here because on the top layer. So where are my scrapey scrapes? Maybe I could do something like this. Except that's going to look too... It doesn't work, does it? Clear that. I probably just need an airbrush on it. And so, let's try, what does this shadow airbrush do? All right. Now, where's this texture? I feel like it is too much. Is this the one? Let's see, I get rid of it. Is it there? What texture is that? Okay, it's this one. So I need to put a mask on that layer. And get rid of that. It's too strong. I don't want to get rid of it entirely, so I'm airbrushing softly over it. Why are you whining at me now? I'm not ready to go down there yet. You can go if you want. I'm just softening this texture because it's a little bit strong in spots. Stop it. One of the dogs is whining at me. It's Ladybug. Hush. You're going to upset the little one and then she's not going to give me any peace. Now the only thing is I don't like that this top layer doesn't have any texture on it. It's too, oh, I know why. It's because I haven't added my grainy texture to the whole thing. Okay, so I need one more texture. I need this one. So adding texture on top of it, when you use all these like textures and stuff and you're not trying to be exact, it sort of like helps even everything out and hides your flubs and your fails. So, all right, wait, I have to go back to this layers, palette, and I have to make sure that I get rid of the ratio of the original image, and I need to shrink this down. And I need to put this on soft light. Soft light, where are you? And then I need to really drop the opacity a lot. So I just want a hint of it. Come back. So I'm not sure if I like, also it's hard for me to see on my, I need to take this off of my Cintiq and put it up onto my big screen, which you guys won't be able to see it then, to make sure that this color is right. I feel like the color on my main monitor is better. That's better. Shush, Ladybug, hush. So the only problem is it has affected the blood. The blood doesn't look as dark or good, so I need to, or maybe it looks better. Well, it does, all right, I need to airbrush a little bit on top of that or something, because I can't smear where, I can't figure out what is changing it now. I'm gonna sneeze. I don't know if this is gonna be better or worse or what. And I have to keep remembering too that this is okay, this brush sucks. This, I have to remember that it's not it's going to be too dark, isn't it? Well, I can lighten it up. I just want the texture to be consistent. I'm zooming in way too much is the problem. Ah! I just want it to be very black and white. Very like, I don't know. Can fade out, I suppose. I just, I mean, these are the little things that I could spend like weeks noodling over. And I probably should have if I had gotten this book done a lot. If I had gotten this story done a lot sooner for the book. It's just a story. It's only 4 pages. I'm not even happy with the way this blood. I'm not even happy with the way I drew the blood, honestly, but oh, my nose is running. What happened there? Stinking thing. That happens when I'm running OBS. Doesn't happen when I'm not running OBS. That's just my reminder that this software is not glitchy. It's only when I'm running OBS that Clip Studio on my machine is glitchy. So All right, so that is 100%, and that's not even, that's 100% at 300 DPI, which is not what this will be printed at. No, it's more like, to me, let's see. It's more like, where's my ruler? No, that's too much. I think it's more like 60% on my screen. Oh, no, it's more like 57 or something, if I remember right. That makes it look, it's still a little bit big, but that makes it closer to 6x9 finished. So, I mean, it's really small, right? So, like, I was using my ruler. Maybe it's 56, 50, let's try 55% view. It's still kind of big. Well, that's closer. Anyway, so that's more like, to me, well, not to you guys, but to me, that's closer to more like how it's going to show up. So, and while I'm not happy with it, that is sort of how I had envisioned this. That was the idea I was going for, even though I don't like how I've executed the idea. So I'm going to save this and I guess at the end of the day, if it's not technically how I wanted it to look, I hope it at least is conveying the emotion I wanted it to have. So I hope in that I was successful. And I do need to lighten this. I gotta title that, or I'll never remember what the hell that layer is. This is the blood adjustment. And I think it's slightly too dark, so. Wait a second. All right, that's it gone. So I don't even really need that much on it. That's probably better. That's probably better. Now it's not too black. All right. So what I need to do is go back to the other layer and, hey, just save it regular. Save it regular. Like, the back legs aren't right, but I want them to look like limp noodles, you know, because, you know, it's like, you know, the complete bonelessness of, like, a completely unconscious or dead creature, right? I don't want it to look, anyway, I don't know. So I was going more for feel and emotion than I was for technical perfection, because if I was going to work on technical perfection, it would take me a month. And I just want to shrink this whole thing down, and I want to look at the page as a whole. Get rid of this. Where's that? Where is that ruler? Where's that ruler? I don't see that ruler. I want to turn that ruler off and I can't find it on my layers. Oh, it's because I have frame 5 open and I want frame 6 open for some reason. All right, turn this off. Okay, now let's look at the whole page and see if Like if we zoom out, how does the page read? Oh, there's so many problems with panel 5. Like the body's too thick. The bottom did not work out for me. I need to get rid of those white things on the bottom. I'm going to take my glasses off. Let's see. I mean, is there too much black and white? Is it too overwhelming? Is the white in the bottom panel 5, is it too... No. Then I got to figure out what I need to write in those two panels, so... but that will have to happen later because that will require coffee. And that's the problem with not having everything figured out beforehand. Also, I wonder if I should pull it up a little bit. Is it too low? I think maybe it's too low. Okay. Since I've blurred out his feet, her, it's actually a female, I don't know why I'm calling it a him. In frame 5. Let's just really quickly move this up. I don't no longer need to keep those feet in frame, so I feel like it needs to be more in line with the other unicorn. All right, and now I need to get rid of... See, originally I kind of even wanted to do that. Like that's what I originally wanted to do. Because, so the horse is actually like landing on the ground here, and I was going to try to do line, and I tried so hard. I couldn't get the thud lines to maybe I like that better. But then it looks so different than everything else. No. does that look better? The only thing is I would need to get rid of this line back here. Oh no. So I like this part up here. I don't like this part down here. What if I'm supposed to be doing this instead? I don't know. I can't even remember how to work my I can't even remember how to work my gradients anymore. Oh boy. What's this doing on here? Yeah, that's blowing that out. That's I want the gradient to be off. No, doesn't do anything. Hmm. Right now I can see what I'm doing. Just a little bit too much on here. See what I mean about like me fritzing and noodling for like a million years? This is not good. All right, now it kind of looks more like she is landing on the ground. Oh, Christ. All right. So I don't want to do any final adjustments until I figure out what the text is going to be and where it's going to be. So there it is. The page is mostly finished and will just need to be adjusted later. So I'm going to stop streaming and I'm going to reinstall this this OBS in whatever it wants to do. And I'm going to deal with the dogs and may or may not try to think about what's going to happen on the next 2 pages. So most likely, though, it's almost 1 o'clock in the morning. Most likely I'm just going to go run downstairs and play a round of video games with the dogs and then go to bed. And then get this tomorrow. So